we have a really good speed program here in Oregon. I saw a lot of recruitment there. Hats off to Coach Rad. It's really cool to be a part of the Oregon strength and speed program. So.
I will ask you about the sleeves. Bringing them back?
Yeah, in honor of Brett Favre's retirement. I'm totally kidding. They just haven't been to the tailor yet.
Given your relationship with Justin Herbert's brother, did you kind of mentor him at all this summer?
Yeah, a little bit. It's definitely helped him out, but at the same time, I'm still learning. So, I was still getting help from Jeff and Taylor this summer.
What have you seen just in 7-on-7s with the talent of receiver and running back? Do you feel like your style is kind of a point guard type of quarterback?
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, in this offense, the quarterback, that's what he is. He's a point guard, and he's a point guard that looks for assists. The quarterback, it's not a position where you got to do really anything by yourself. Most of the time, the best decision is giving the ball or throwing it real quick out to the flat. It's cool to play quarterback in an offense with this many weapons surrounding you.
How would you describe the chemistry between you and the other guys?
I think it's good. We spent a lot of time throwing over the summer, built some relationships with some guys previously I hadn't really got to know. So, that was great. That was a blessing. I like where we are, but, fall camp's here, and that's where you're going to build the most.
How much emphasis did you put on becoming a vocal leader of the offense?
I wouldn't say, I'm trying to put, specific emphasis on it, just because that's something that kind of comes, when the guys are ready for you. No one wants a guy to come in. I haven't played a snap here at Oregon yet. So, a lot of guys are going to want a guy to just come right in and start trying to take charge. You have to earn that. And so, but I'm feeling very confident in the position. The guys that I do have a close personal relationship with, that know they can trust me to do my job. I can definitely be more vocal with those guys. But I'll be vocal out in the field in terms of commanding the offense and getting everyone set, checking protections and stuff. But when it comes to, when you know those true vocal leaders, that will come. There's some guys on the team doing a good job with that right now, but, that's something that will come when, the guys are ready.
How would you rate your comfort level with the playbook on a percentage basis? 80, 90, 100?
If we install all the same plays we did in the spring and nothing's new, I'm going to say 95%. But, I'm not looking ahead right now during fall camp, seeing what's, going in on Thursday. Just worried about, what's going in tomorrow. So, but as of right now, I have a really good grip on the playbook, and hats off to the offensive coaching staff, specifically Tyler Osborne. He spent a lot of time with me this summer, helping. We have outstanding coaches here that they're there for you whenever you need them.
People say, how is it going to make the jump from the Big Sky to the Pac-12, that competition week in, week out? How do you do that? Is it even?
It's the skill position here, a lot more talented. Everyone that got recruited to go into the Big Sky, we've taken the scholarship to Oregon and they got it. So it obviously makes sense that you're going to have faster, bigger, stronger guys here, and that's the jump. Can you create timing or get timing with those kind of receivers, and that's something that I work over so much.
Yeah, when you look around and you get so much speed, so much weaponry all around, it's a matter of where you're going to go with the ball, but that's so unique, so different from where you spent the last few years.
Yeah, it is in a sense, but it's the same thing at the quarterback. You're going to go through your read, you take what the defense gives you, and move through your progressions, and someone's going to be open. And if no one's open, it's we call a different play. But one thing playing for Coach Lubick, that's not going to be the case. He's always got the right play called, and it's as a quarterback that's really cool because I know I can trust the offensive coordinator. He's going to have great plays called, and if I just trust him to do his job, I can just focus on my job. And if I work through my progression, someone's going to be open.
Do you get a sense of Hansen and how he's coming along at center, and as a guy that's played a lot of football, is there anything you can do to help him kind of adjust and see the coverages that the defense
I think the most important thing for me in terms of Jake Hansen is just making sure he knows that I trust him. The center quarterback relationship is a special one because the center has to know that the quarterback trusts him, and everyone makes mistakes. At some point in his career, he's going to make a mistake. It's going to be a bad snap, but just letting him know that the quarterbacks, and it's not just me, all the other quarterbacks too, that we trust him. He's going to do his job, and when you know that your teammates trust you, you can perform better because you're not worried about what they're thinking.
Do you get a sense of how that group is coming along and who fits where yet?
Is it the offensive
Yeah,
line,
I know
or-
pads aren't on for those guys,
Yeah.
but
I mean, we'll see. That'll progress. That's something you can't really judge run blocking and pass blocking with that pads on. So, but as a unit, as the entire whole, they're always they're the backbone of our offense. The offensive line, Coach Greatwood, and that's not going to change if people I don't read a whole lot of media stuff, but if there are any doubts about how the offensive line is going to be, that's kind of ridiculous. Because we've had a 1,000-yard rusher for how many years in a row? I think it was 10 or 11, and that's not the running backs. That's the offensive line. Don't get me wrong though, we have good running backs, but you have to have a good offensive line to do that.
Knowing the legacy of quarterbacks that have played at Oregon, if you win the job, what is that going to mean to you?
I mean, it's a great honor. It's because the quarterback that wins the job here, that's because the team wants him to be that quarterback. It's not because the coaches do it. You got to win the team over, by your performance. And so, it's the same thing, kind of being like a team captain. The team chose you, so that, of course, it's kind of one of the highest honors you can receive.
How confident do you feel you could be the starting quarterback going in?
Of course, I'm confident in my own ability, as all the other quarterbacks. Like I've said, we got a really talented room, and that's a really good problem for the Coach Lubick and Coach Helfrich to have.
Did you expect it to be this tough of a competition, or when you came in, did you expect them named a starter after spring? What was your kind
no,
of?
I didn't expect for a starter to be named after spring. There's really no point in doing that.
Right.
I never really thought about it. It's not like I sat down. I'm like, where's the competition going to be? More so is, hey, what school do I like best? What's going to be the best fit? Which offense do I like best? Kind of deal. And, I'm confident in my own ability. I've been in 2 or 3 quarterback battles already in my career, and it's another one. But the thing I'm excited about is that I kind of got to take the lead in terms of set the tone for the room. And I was like, hey, this is the best way we can all get better. If we approach it like, hey, we're here to push each other. We're not here to take from each other. If Travis Johnson or Terry Wilson were to win the job, that's because they're a better quarterback than me, and they should win the job. And so, we have a great battle going, and you're going to see a lot of improvement day by day because you always know there's a guy to your left and your right, trying to win the job too. So that's what you need in a quarterback room. It's competition.
When you won the job at Montana State,